there, or do you need to come here? Okay. Begin to settle into your posture. Feel there's a connection between the sitting bones rooting down and the crown of the head lifting up. Feel spaciousness in the spine. And then relax the face, shoulders, the muscles along the spine, the abdomen. And continue to feel the spacious spine. And begin to follow the flow of the breath through the nostrils. Do 3 ohms together, inhaling. Responsibly. Rama 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 See if you need to reestablish the posture at all. You could switch the coursing of your legs. And for Nityagaya, extend your thumb out, one thumb out, and look at the thumbnail. Look at the far wall. Thumbnail. Far wall. thumb slowly in toward your face. And you can touch the tip of your nose. Touch your third eye. And slowly draw the thumb away. Far wall. Thumbnail. Far wall. Thumbnail. And then palming the hands. And then cupping the eyes. Block out the light. And feel the transfer of prana from your hands into your eyes. And through the optic nerve, draw the energy back into the brain. And then stroke the eyes a few times. And stroke the face, the neck. Find a good muscle on the top of the shoulders to give some pressure to. And then extending the legs and coming into Tadasana at the front of your mat. Because the floor is a little bit hard, if you have a blanket or something you can put for your knees when your knees touch down, it may make it more comfortable. Something about 2 mats I see. This is an intermediate class, but I really want it to be an advanced class in the sense that you're sensitive enough to your body to know its limits and when you should be holding back, and you can proceed. To me, that's the advanced class. And also advanced in the sense that we're clear about the purpose of these physical practices is to draw the essence of our being, our inner light, forward and to help that to manifest through us. I won't keep reminding you of that, but you should occasionally think of that as you're doing these practices. What makes this yoga? How is this different than physical fitness? So in our Tadasana, you want to feel the skeletal system is holding you up and the muscular system can let go a little bit more. You're not collapsed, there's still spaciousness due to the prana flowing through us. Bring the palms into Namaste. Feel the balancing effects of that mudra. Inhale. Exhale, lower your arms down, and then inhale them up from the side. First you can hug the muscle to the bone, and then relax that. And look up and feel that through your feet you're pulling up the earth energy, and you're extending it out through your body, and just be a relaxed conduit for that. Don't tie up energy in the muscles. And then exhale, lower the arms. Tuck the chin into the chest. And in a very fluid, slow way, begin to roll the spine down. And stay with your breath. Stay with the sensations of the spinal column. If you have a mantra, you can keep the mantra going. find the center. And bring your heels together. And bring your feet, separate your feet so that you're in a Charlie Chaplin type feet. And without moving the torso, see if you just move the pelvis to the right. You find just the right degree of sensation there. And then move your pelvis to the left. See if the torso can be fairly stable. And go back and forth a few times. Next time you come to the right, hold it there for a few breaths. And then to the left for a few breaths. Then center, and back into your Tadasana feet, and cross your elbows and hang for a few breaths. And then bending the knees, release your arms, bend the knees, place your belly on your thighs. And bring the right leg back, right knee down. Hopefully the knee feels okay on the floor. And feel the sensations of our first lunge stretch. Pressing on the front knee, begin to lift the torso. And then lower the arms. See if you can sink the pelvis a little bit more. Let the arms float up. Feel what's releasing down and what's extending up. And then lower the arms. Bring your right hand onto the knee and rotate to the left. And bring your left hand to the back leg if you can find it. Spinal column is long. Breath is relaxed. And rotating back. Bring the left elbow to the inside of the knee. Right hand find the leg. And rotate to the right. And coming to center. Palms down. Curl the back toe, straighten the back leg, extend back to the heel and forward through the torso. And left leg back, downward facing dog. You can sway your pelvis a little bit and let the spine begin to squiggle around. And just let the body feel where it needs. And then rooting down to the hands, let the arms become a little bit longer, bring the pelvis a little further away. And lower down the knees, chest and chin. And then lower the pelvis, come up into a baby cobra. You use the hands to draw the mat back towards your feet and your chest forward a bit. Find just the right position for your head. And back into downward dog. And right foot forward, left knee down. See what the lunge feels like on this side. Where do you feel the sensation? What does it feel like? Pressing on the front knee, lifting the torso. Lower the arms. See if the groins give a little bit and you can sink. Let the arms float up. leg forward, Uttanasana. Place your palms on your shins. Straighten the arm, lift the spine till it's parallel to the floor. Turn your sitting bones up a bit so you have your lumbar curve. Stretch your arms out to the side. You can tap your neighbor. We're in this together. And hinging up. Rooting down, getting nice and long. Gentle back bend. And a graceful swan dive into round 2. This time lift leg back. This time lifting the torso without pressing on the knee. Arms coming up. And slide the base of your pelvis forward so you can move into a back bend. Still feeling spacious in the lower back. Hold the back bend and reach toward the floor. And some people are able to find the front of the back thigh and use that as leverage to come back further. And then bring both arms to the inside of the front leg and come down to the forearms. Bend the back knee. With your right hand, see if you can find something to take hold of back there and rotate to the right. Lower the foot, bring the arm to the inside of the leg again, and curl the toe and straighten the back leg. And become some type of a lizard. Walk the forearms to the left. See how that affects the stretch. And become very still. Not rigid, but you see how lizards, you can't even tell if they're alive or not. And then work the hands back. Fingertips on either side of the front foot. Can you straighten the front leg? And if you feel resistance, come back down again. Don't lower the knee, but don't lower the back knee, but come down into high lunge and do that a few times. Until you feel the hamstrings and the hip joints warmed up enough, and then you can try straightening the leg. If you have very flexible hamstrings, you may even bring the palms down. Leg back, downward dog. Bring the body forward into a plank. Lower down into chaturanga. Uncurl the toes. Upward facing dog. Chest is forward. Some energy back through the legs. And down dog. Swing the right leg back behind you and up. Feel the connection of the hands moving down and the leg moving away. Stack the right hip directly on top of the left hip. And then bend the top of the leg and rotate a little bit more. And then straighten the leg, level the hips, and bring the leg down. And left leg, backing up. Stack the hip. Bend the knee. A little more of a twist. Straighten the leg, level the hips, and swing the left leg all the way forward into lunge. Right knee down. Raising the torso, arms, back bend, lower the arms. See if you can find Use that as leverage to come back further. Coming up. Forearms on the inside of the front leg. See what that stretch feels like. Bending the back knee. With your left hand, see if you can find the foot and draw the heel in toward the body. Rotate to the left. Release. Forearm comes back down. Straighten the back leg. Walking the forearms to the right. See how that affects the stretch. Become a still lizard. Hands coming back. Fingertips on either side of the front foot. And dynamically straighten it over a few times. I see some people bring the back knee down. I'm not suggesting that. Until you feel ready to straighten. And bending the front knee. Right foot forward, Uttanasana. Bring the arms by the ears, hinging up. Interlock the fingers, turn the palms up toward the ceiling, and do a side bend to the right. Stay with the breath. You get to rotate the torso to the right, holding the side bend. And see if in this kind of odd position, if you can do a back bend. Getting to connective tissue you don't normally stretch. And then raising up, center, take a breath. Side bend to the left. Rotating the torso around to the left. And then this unusual back bend. And coming up, center, back bend. Release the fingers. Raising up. Let the palms come into namaste. Thumbs feeling the heartbeat. Lower the arms. You can still stay in touch with the heartbeat. Feel it pumping blood through the system. And see if you can feel underneath that, the prana flowing underneath the physical body. We'll do a standing series now, and as I said before, you'll see where your limit is, and if you reach your limit, don't get frustrated. Be excited that you know things you can work towards. Probably now you need to move whatever blanket you had. So we'll start off with Trikonasana. So stand sideways with your mat with your left foot toward the back of your mat. And take a wide stance. And then bring the left foot slightly in and the right leg out to 90 degrees. I'm going to suggest today that you have a heel-to-heel alignment, with two heels lining up. And place your right hand at the hip joint. Press your pelvis over to the left. Bring your left hand around the back and place it just above the right buttock. And then pressing into the leg with the right hand, elongate the underside of the body. And with the help of the back hand, rotate the torso up. Your belly, rib cage, shoulder up. See that the breath is relaxed. And then lower the right hand down the leg a bit, maybe just towards the knee. Elongate. stop here, or if you want to go in a little further, you can see if that works for you. You don't want to angle the torso forward though. And then let the back hand come straight up. Use that to open the chest. And then bring that hand overhead toward the ear, so it's parallel to the floor. Try to keep the weight equal on both feet. Don't let the weight all come to the front foot. And then take the top arm, bring it up again, and then wrap it around the back. Some people may be able to wrap it, the fingers around the thigh. And then bend the front knee and rest your elbow on that knee. And then bring that right elbow in front of the knee, lower it toward the floor, and see if you can clasp your fingers in Baddha Parsvakonasana. Bring your torso back, listen to a back bend. And here's where you may lose a few people. For Baddha Trikonasana, try straightening the front leg. Pretty intense stretch, right? And then bending the front knee. Place your right fingertips down on the floor. Extend your top arm by your ear. And come into Parsvakonasana. Most people need to drop the hip a bit. You want to have one line between the back heel and the fingertips, and usually the hip breaks the energy. And then lifting that top arm up, rooting down into the feet, raising up, over the arms, parallel the feet, and take 3 slow deep breaths. Right foot in a bit, left foot out to 90 degrees, heel to heel alignment, left hand in the hip joint, move the pelvis to the right, other hand on top of the left buttock, elongate the other side, rotate up, and I'll let you come down at your own pace, trying to keep both sides of the rib cage long, and getting a good rotation of the torso and spine up. Once you feel your reasonable limit, then the top arm can come straight up. Use that to open the chest. And then alongside the ear, feel where the weight distribution is. And try to feel all the sensations rather than any particular sensations. Feel the whole symphony of sensations. And then lift that arm back up again and wrap it around the back. Maybe you'll find the thigh. And then bending the front knee, rest the elbow on the knee. Here's a good place to start to lower that hip. So you can be up here, or you can have it more in a straight diagonal. And then see if you can bring the front elbow down and interlock the fingers. Baddha Parsvakonasana. Either the torso angle forward, try to draw it back a bit. And then for a few people, we can try straightening the front leg, the Baddha Trikonasana, and force that. And then again, bending the knee, coming into the full Parsvakonasana, bring the fingertips down. If you have blocks, some people might do better with blocks. And then bring the arm, top arm up and overhead. One line between the back heel and the fingertips. With the breath relaxed. Raising the arm up, pressing into the feet, coming up, over the arms, parallel the feet. 3 slow deep breaths. And then come down to all four in the center of your mat. Still be like in a sideways position. And extend your right foot out. Yeah, you might have to adjust your position a little bit. And then bring the right arm forward. Bring the right arm up. Bring it back. Back. Wrap it around your back. Maybe be able to find the thigh. And then move the spine to a little bit of a back bend so you're not curving forward. Earth is relaxed. And then release the back arm, come into this raised kneeling position. Extend the left arm up. Bring the right hand to the inside of the knee. Get a good length in the torso, and then rotate over, side bend to the, not rotate, but a side bend to the right. You can use your right hand to rotate up. See if it's comfortable, come down a little further. And then place your left hand down. Where you place your left hand down is important. It's about maybe a foot from the front knee, a little bit in front of the front knee. Because you want to have your balance when you lift your right leg up. You have your hand in the right place, you can hold your balance. Then bend that raised leg and find the ankle, and take hold of the ankle and move into a back bend without losing your balance. And then lower down and come into table position again. Take a slow deep breath. Extending the left directly out from the hip. Extending the left arm forward and up. And rotating to the left, bring your arm back. A little bit more back. And then wrap your arm around the back. Maybe you'll find the thigh. Lengthen the thoracic spine. And then come to this raised kneeling position. Extend the right arm up. Left hand on the inside of the leg. And the side bend to the left. Something like Trikonasana. Try to keep the underside long also. It's comfortable. Slightly more forward. Raising up. Find the right position for your right hand so that you can keep your balance and lift your left leg up. This side is much harder for me than the other side. Then the knee goes slowly so you don't lose your balance. And move into a back bend. You can go this Parshva, sideways, Utthita Dhanurasana. Sideways lifted Dhanurasana. And release. And Shavasana, head toward the center eye. When the feet are cold, you put your socks back on. that sequence, we were practicing yoga. And now you can feel some of the benefits of that practice. As you soften the muscles with the exhalation. And tune into the flow of your prana. Next we do Sarvangasana, coming in through the bridge pose, looking around the Sarvangasana. Place the soles of the feet on the floor. If you can, take hold of the ankles, and then place your palms down. And we'll come up and down dynamically a few times. As you sweep the arms overhead, press down the feet, lift your pelvis, roll your spine up. And as you exhale, roll the arms, roll the spine down, place the pelvis down. Do that a few times. Try to coordinate the breath and the movement. Next time the arms come overhead, keep the pelvis lifted and lower the arms. And interlock your fingers and straighten the arms. Interlock your fingers underneath the body. Straighten the arms. And roll onto your left arm so you can lift the right shoulder up and draw it further underneath the body. And then roll onto your right arm and draw the left shoulder further underneath the body. And then come up onto your tiptoes so you get as much height as you can from the pelvis. And see if you can place the heel of your hands on either side of the sacrum. And come into Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. If it's comfortable, bring your heels of your feet back down to the floor. Let the feet take some of the weight. Don't put the full weight onto the wrist. And then bring your right thigh in toward the chest. And straighten that leg up. And down. Left leg. A little hop, see if you come into Sarvangasana. You need to roll down and roll into it. You don't have to start off right away in a shoulder stand. You can do more of an elbow stand at the beginning. If anyone's not doing the full inversion for any reason, if you can find some wall space, you can bring your legs up the wall, or just lift your legs up from your mat without lifting the torso. And gradually you can work your hands down toward the neck, press the torso forward, and come into a real shoulder stand. Now the shoulders are rooting down, and you want the legs to feel light, as if the bone marrow is filled with helium. And bring the soles of the feet together in Vajrasana, knees away from each other. And again, working coordination with your neighbor, you can spread the legs apart in Konasana. This is a group practice. Legs together. I'll hold for another few breaths. Legs together straight up. And then lower the legs overhead. If halasana is comfortable with the toes touching down, you can hold there for a few moments. And since we're not doing any abdominal strengthening in the class, you can use the lowering down of the legs to strengthen the abdomen. So first, enjoy rolling the spine down, massaging the spine. And then once the legs are perpendicular to the floor, and slowly lower them and do some abdominal strengthening. either on the heels of Supta Vajrasana, legs extended, in Padmasana, even sitting between the heels in Virasana. We have two things open now, the thyroid gland and the lungs. In a relaxed way, let the breath be a little bit deeper than normal. A few more smooth, deep breaths. And then pressing into the elbows, raising up either into Balasana or rolling back down into Savasana. In Savasana, you can roll the neck a little bit. And sitting up, facing me. You'll see, you're not going to do this whole sequence here. See what's comfortable for your body. Extend the right leg forward. And see if it's comfortable to bring the left heel to the outside of the hip. Part of Virasana. And then come onto your elbows. If the stretch of the quadricep and knee is okay, you can see if you can come down further. It's okay if the knee comes off the floor. You can place your right foot on the left knee to kind of weigh the knee down. See what the sensations are. If they're too intense, back off. And then see if you can draw the foot up toward the hip and come into half lotus. Holding that leg position, come to a sitting up again. So one leg's in Ardha Virasana, one leg's in Ardha Padmasana. If the Ardha Padmasana isn't working for you, then just bring the foot to the inside of the leg. Draw the right arm around the back. Some people can do the bound position, maybe with the help of the left hand, and find the foot and take over that foot. Don't force that. And then the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. First elongate up, feel the weight go on both sitting bones, and then begin to rotate to the right. Right Vajrasana 2. Breath is relaxed. Bring the upper spine into a little bit of a back bend. And then rotate the head in the other direction until you feel just the right intensity of sensation. It's a little hard to breathe comfortably, but try to let the breath flow smoothly. Bring the head back. Lessen the muscular work and just feel the prana is the cause of the rotation. And then release. Other side. So the left leg extended out. Right foot into Ardha Virasana. Coming back onto the elbows. This is the way you test out the position. It seems okay. So you come down further. It's okay if the knee comes up. And then you can weigh down the knee with the left foot. leg, come into half lotus. You can hold on to the foot with the right hand. Pressing into the elbows, raising up. Either holding the half lotus, bringing the foot to the side. And the left arm around the back, possibly with the mind. Right hand on the outside of the knee. First root down on both sitting bones, elongate up as an all spinal twist, and then rotating to the left. Rather than drawing the right shoulder forward, draw the shoulder back. Into a little bit of a back bend, and then rotate the head the other direction. Bring the head back, soften the muscles, feel the prana in the spinal cord, this initiating force for the rotation. And release. And lying on our belly, head toward the center. Chin can be to the side, arms alongside the body, or you can rest your head on your arms. Relax the abdominal muscles. You can get a sense of your solar plexus energy connecting with the earth's energy. Lift your right leg up about an inch and draw the bone away from the pelvis and then lower down. And the left leg, lift it up slightly, draw the leg away from the pelvis and down. Forehead to the floor. Lift the head a little bit off the floor, drawing the spine out from the pelvis. Lift your arms, draw them down toward the feet so your shoulder blades move down. And then sweep the arms forward into a Sphinx position. And your elbows a few inches in front of your shoulders. Rooting down into the palms, begin to slowly lift the elbows and come into a back bend. And then come back down. Up. And down. Up. Bring the hands a little closer toward the torso. See if it's coming up a little bit higher. You don't have to clench the buttocks. Bring your right hand a little bit more toward the center of your body. Lift the left arm up toward the ear. And then switch. And then both palms down. Elbows down. Bring the arms back again. Lift the legs. And the knees. Dhammarasana. When you feel you start to lose prana in the pose, come down. pose. That should feel good on the back. Again, use the exhalations to soften the muscles, to relax the flow of your energy. And then coming into up into all four. Bring your toes toward the back of your mat. Bring your right knee to the outside of your right wrist. And then bring the shin forward. You have to see how far forward you want to bring it. The more power is to the front of the mat, the more intense it's going to be in this pigeon pose or lasting variation. Come onto the forearm. And that may be as far as you should go. Level the pelvis and see what the intensity of the sensation is. When it comes further, come down further. And we'll store some things in the outer hip area. You can let that area know that you're open to letting things come up and out. Lift your belly and come forward a little bit more. And then walk your arms and torso over to the left. I would say to the right. Let's say to the right. And toward the knee. And then lower down again and see how this shifts the sensations. If you want, you can bring your left ear toward the floor. And then raise up a bit and draw your knee, the front knee toward the center of your mat more. So see if you can bring your left elbow to the outside of the knee. And then come into Namaste. This may be a little bit too much for some people. Yep, could lose your balance. See where you feel the sensation. And coming out, torso to the center. Elongate the torso up as the sitting bones come down. And come back onto all four. Do that sequence on the other side. Left knee on the outside of the left wrist. Bring your shin forward to the level you want. Take a step back with the right leg and have the heel point straight up. Level your sacrum. Come onto the forearms. You need to stop here or come down further. Elongate your belly a little bit. Come forward a little bit more. Walking the arms and torso toward the left knee. Come down again. See if that shifts where you feel the stretch. Can you leave your head where it is or bring the right ear toward the floor? center of the mat. So you can bring the right elbow to the outside of the knee. Come back onto the right side of the body and see if you come into Namaste. Bring your heart a little bit further away from your navel. Breath is relaxed. Coming out of the pose. Walk the hands back toward the body. Get a lift in the spine. You can press down a little bit on the back foot to get a little more lift. And then sweep the right leg forward. Bring it to the center of your mat. And bring the left leg over it. You want to approximate your knees being on top of each other. Come to the front part of the sitting pose. And go to the toes of the leg. Elongate up. And then release forward. If your head isn't resting on your knee, if you want to see if you can take your blanket or your pillow and have your head rest on something. In this forward bend, you also want to feel some of the sensation in the outside of the right hip. Foot to the outside of the left hip, Asana legs. And come forward. Trying to figure out why is this yoga? Coming up. I don't know if people are able to do this twist. I discovered it recently, and I think most people have a hard time with it. Lean over to your left, lifting the right side of the body off the floor. Take your right arm, wrap it around the back. See if you can find your left foot. Probably most people won't be able to find it, but approximate that. And then bring your right sitting bone back down again. Oh, good. Okay. And then hand on the outside of the knee and rotating to the right. So a twist in with Asana legs. Try to feel the small muscle between the vertebrae getting squeezed and stretched. And then release. Do that sequence on the other side. So left leg extended out in the center of the mat. So it's not directly in front. You're having a slight angle in. That's how we get the hip area. And then bring the right knee over. And then first elongate up. Try to get your lumbar curve. And then release forward. As if the head or chin can rest on something. Relax the muscles and feel the connective tissue around the muscles is what's getting stretched. Raising up. And the left heel on the outside of the right hip. And Asana legs. And right sitting bone. Tilt over to the right. Bring the left hand around the back. Some people may be able to follow the foot. Don't worry if you can't. And see if you can bring your left sitting bone back down. Right hand on the outside of the knee. First elongating up, rotating to the left. And then release. And of course I can position for yoga mudra. You either have take hold of the wrists or take hold of the elbows, only if that's comfortable. And hinging forward. Check if there's any effort you can release. Begin to slowly float up. See where your hands want to go. Feel the body's relaxed. A strong, harmonious flow of the prana. And the mind doesn't seem to be interested in moving into thought. And that's the yoga. Coming into Savasana, head toward the center for Yoga Nidra. If you have anything to help yourself be warm, do that. Your Savasana is stretching and tensing the body all at once or twice on your own. Causes the muscle fibers to contract. His neurons firing to contract the fiber. So rather than focusing on the muscle fiber, let's focus on the nervous system, slowing down the firing of the neurons. As I count back from 10, feel the nervous system shutting down more and more until we get to 0 and it's totally turned off. And then the muscles fully release. 10, firing, there's nothing to contract the muscle fiber. The autonomic nervous system is still functioning, so the breath is flowing in and out. Follow the flow of the breath. Mind will probably drift away. If you catch it, gently come back to the breath. Moving to a more subtle level. We all have a part of our being that's simple, pure witness or awareness. Tune into that part that can just observe the body and the mind. In the final stage of Yoga Nidra, feel that even this witnessing part of ourselves can relax and release more, like a drop, merge with the infinite ocean of cosmic consciousness, as we do in the deep sleep state. When you now see if you can stay aware of it. nervous return to the flow of the breath. See if you cannot take control of it yet. And taking control of the breath, begin to gently deepen it. Feel that this helps to turn the nervous system back on. So now you can move the fingers and toes. Roll the wrists and ankles in both directions. Roll the neck. Stretch the arms out. Lift the body, take it from there. Holding on to your left side. See the right nostrils on top. Take a few solar breaths to shake off any residue, dullness from the Yoga Nidra. And as you're ready, sitting up, if you have a prop to sit on, you can sit on that. First, feel your posture a little bit slumped, so you know what you don't want to do. And then find the natural curves of the spine. Feel space between the vertebrae, chest open. Good posture for the pranayama. Kapalabhati, most people do better with the palms on the knees, but you can see what works best for you. Exhale. Inhale and begin. Find the right pace to yourself. Some people will go faster than you, maybe louder than you. Don't get pulled into someone else's rhythm. You have to meditate to do that. Exhale. Take 6 ohms to fill the lungs. Pause for a moment and don't extend any prana. Absorb the energy. And 6 ohms, empty the lungs. Second round, begin. comfortable with the chin lock, Chandra Bandha, you can do the chin lock for a moment. Otherwise, just pause, retain the prana. When you feel ready, 8 ohms into the lungs. Final round, begin. Keep the ribcage a little bit higher off the belly. Exhale. You can determine how long you want to take the inhale, how long to hold the breath, what bandhas you want to use, how long to exhale. You've completed the round. Take a moment to feel all the cells full of oxygen, prana awakened, and to bring a little bit more harmony to that energy flow to the alternate nostril breathing. Give an exhalation to the left nostril. Actually, let's try something else. I did this in Milan the other day. I've been trying this, I like it. You have this mudra, fingers like in the bud position, closed bud position. Begin to deepen the flow of your breath on the inhalation, exhalation. And then as you inhale, open the left fingers up, let that flower blossom. Inhale through the left nostril. Close off the left fingers, open up the right, let that flower blossom, and exhale through the right nostril. Let that flower open and inhale through the right nostril. Close it, open the left, and exhale left. So do the alternate nostril breathing, opening, closing the nostril with the mudra. Whatever your ratio is, see if you can maintain that. next exhalation to the right nostril, completing the round. And the hands can be whatever position is comfortable for you. Do 3 ohms together, and then about 2 minutes for meditation. Inhaling. Closing chants together. Asatoma Sakamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityonamritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead us from unreal to real. Lead us from darkness to the light. Lead us from the fear of death to the knowledge of immortality. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. And the light of truth overcome all darkness. Victory is at last. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you so much. If you practiced as an advanced practitioner, then hopefully you didn't get injured. Anyone hurt themselves? Anyone get frustrated? Okay, good, it's a good sign. Okay. Anyone feel they can control the nostril, the breath through the mudra? Interesting, right? So mysterious